Welcome back to Next Level Rides. In today's episode, we are working on our E93 BMW convertible. Well, I guess that's with the E93. This is also the vehicle that we ended up driving out to Summerland to slap a motor in and drive it all the way back. That worked good. If you'd like to see that very eventful video, we'll link it somewhere up and around here. But there are a few things that we have to continue with that did not work after we ended up doing the swap. One being the paddle shifters. So we're gonna get to that today and I'm gonna show you how to repair it. Now when we jump inside of the car, what we're gonna do is fire it up and I'm gonna show you the issue. It's a little bit loud, but obviously there's no top to deaden the sound. Fun fact, if you own one of these, make sure you keep the top down just in case it's gonna rain. Yeah, if you haven't seen, I may have forgot to do that and caught it a bit late, so I'll have to give the car a wipe down. Now that it's off the cold idle, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into drive, and you'll see up there it shows D right in the middle. We're gonna go to S, and then if we try to use the paddles, you can see they're not working. Now these are both the pull and the push style. So this is upshift, downshift on the pre-LCI, at least for the paddles. But you can see it's not shifting. Even if we go here and we try to shift down, it doesn't do it. But here's the thing. If we go to shift up, which is pulling towards you, it goes to M2. Not only does it go to M2, it'll actually select all of the gears. Defaults to M2, but if we go again down, nothing. So what I found is there's an issue just inside here. So let's put it into neutral, e-brake, park, and we're gonna shut it off really quick. So the issue that I've experienced 5 out of 5 times so far, inside here, the wiring harness is damaged. So inside here, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna get this, give it a yank up, and it's just gonna pull up. And from here, grab the shift boot. I grab the shift boot and just pull it up. Now, when you're working on it, you're gonna see there's a couple of connectors. So this one here, generally you can just kind of loop your finger around, support it, push it out. And then for this one, we're not gonna worry too much about it right now. That's gonna be to the side. This here is going to be what we need to remove. So this is a plastic cover that if I pick it to the side, you can see the harness peeking. Now I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Typically you would end up needing to remove these bolts, but for this connector here, you can slide it just out. And instead of removing the whole assembly, what we're gonna do, right down here, there's a Torx bolt. I'm gonna try to wind that one out if I have a small enough bit, but if not, this piece right up and around here, it doesn't do a whole lot other than save the harness or protect the harness, but being that it's likely damaged, it's not really doing anything. So I'm gonna try and get this bolt out, and worst case, I'm gonna put a flathead in here, pop it out, and then I'm gonna pull back the harness and show you if there is any damage on this one. Better yet, I took this one off, and if I remember correctly, this should actually come out pretty easily. Let me see, I'm pretty sure when I did this on the E90, I can put it into neutral, and I believe you can actually pull this. I remember. Yeah, you can actually wedge this one up and out, and you don't even have to disconnect the majority of those. For the sake of showing you the harness a bit better, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these. Now these being T30, so there's one back here, and one hiding under the harness over here. Pick those out. It would have been great if I brought a magnet with me, but that's okay. And now we should be able to move the shifter further to the side. If I remembered correctly, it was T10. So let's see if I'm right. Yep. So let's get this bolt out of here. Oh, don't drop it. Put it with the rest of them. I don't know. I guess that's a good cubby. Okay, there's another one way down there. So I'll take that one out. That one I'm going to need 2 hands, so bear with me. All right, this job's making a liar of me. I removed that one and I forgot about this. So let's give that one a loosen. Now bear in mind, when we get these screws out, I'm not even going to be replacing this plastic piece. So again, rather than the screws, you could have just broke it off. Now the tape in here, that's holding it. Let's give it a little score. Don't cut the wire. And then the whole thing can come up and move out. So you score the tape so you can actually move this plastic thing out. If you decide to put it back, great. If not, it does nothing. So with this out of the way, now I'm not sure what this is and I didn't disconnect the battery, so I'm gonna tread lightly. It kind of looks like something maybe convertible specific, potentially an airbag. So I think what this might do is it might actually force the vehicle either into park or neutral in the event of a collision or a rollover. Let's just put that there. Now with this exposed, we're gonna cut this tape and it's going to expose the wiring. With that awful sticky tape that you're gonna learn is the worst thing to work with, the wiring is exposed, and as you can see, we actually have 2 broken wires. Now, in a lot of cases, they'll actually break further up here in the harness, but with my luck being as it is, we have these 2 little stubs here for the purple and the orange that I need to now repair. If we look closer, you can actually see the shielding on the yellow is cracked, red is cracked, green. Actually, yeah, the green you can see there's multiple cracks, but every one of them is cracking. And if you put them all together, you can actually see the cracks are all around the same spot. It's typically where it would bend in the harness, but for obvious reasons, this is pretty shitty and definitely an oversight by BMW. It's nice to have things all rigid and so forth, but then you have an issue like this. You can pick your flavor on how you're going to repair this. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out the soldering iron. I'm going to strip the ends because it is a little bit close in proximity to the end here. So I'm going to solder it, heat shrink tube these 2, and then likely just wrap the bundle of them up and around here for a little bit of strength with some electrical tape. After I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to you guys and we're going to start the reassembly. And I am going to try and figure out what this thing is because it's kind of scaring me a little bit. If you guys know what it is, let me know down in the comments. Am I in danger? As you can see, we repaired the harness here. Now what I did is I did end up soldering each one, shrink tube each one. The black stuff that I was brushing on top is liquid electrical tape. Essentially, it's like Plastidip, but super thick, so it will end up preventing 2 of the wires from shorting between themselves. Now we're left with this that's newly wrapped up, and we're gonna reassemble it. Now that we have it all together, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fire it up and make sure we have all the gears. Now bear in mind, mine is having a bit of an issue with the clock spring, so what we're going to focus on is the shifter itself. If you have an issue with the clock spring, these won't work and you'll start to lose other features on your steering wheel or the multimedia buttons. So for us, we're going to focus on this and drive, sport, and let's try, yep. So you can see here, we've got M1 when we shift down, and then if we pull it down, it should go M2, 3. There you go. Defaults to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's showing M2. We're going to downshift, M1, drive, neutral, park. It's showing the gear for me. It could be because of the multimedia buttons or because I didn't disconnect the power off the battery. All in all, this wasn't a big, massive repair. Do yourself a favor with anything electrical. Please ensure that you end up disconnecting the negative off the battery in the least, so you can avoid situations like this, especially with whatever that solenoid thing is that I had. Of course, I was too far gone and whatever. I'll hook up Pro Tools, I'll figure it out, clear it, and it won't be a big deal. But that's it. If you end up having the shifters that haven't been touched or have an existing issue, this will work for you. So if for some reason it doesn't, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to try and help you guys out. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Maybe we just convert to LCI paddles. Maybe.